Hey guys, this is me and George. We just played one of our kadoban games. Most of you know that we start at zero and start playing kadoban. In the old days, before computers, kadoban was everyone on the Go playing planet knew kadoban was you win three games in a row, you change the handicap. Nowadays, computers, we have a whole generation plus of players that have never didn't know that. They used the computer handling it. And then I get these messages. Well, at our club, we do this really interesting thing where we do, three games in a row. And it's like, yeah, that's always been the case. So he and I start at zero, and we play, and I take him up to four. And instead of playing at four, he's a good enough player where it's something going on in his head. So we go back to zero, get him straightened out, and start it all over again. So this was Caudabon for three, and my move, and here we go. Okay. Oh, and we can't get sound from George, so if he has questions, he'll type them in. Okay. Here's the game. Uh, we can play in the open corner, but this sort of thing is a little scary. I'm not saying black has gained anything particularly, but it's scary. So I clean that up, so I'm strong here. Here we see white's building something on top. Here, there's just a feeling that black can take control. For instance, well, just this, or even this, and it's just he has. I don't know. I wanted to do a little build. I thought, okay, that's enough. That stone's nice and light. Let's come over here now. That's just what I felt today. I think this is wrong because this white move makes black so flat looking on the right. Now, I'm not positive it's a point loss as long as there's five spaces between the groups. Maybe it's not overconcentrated, but it does certainly look bad, and I love what I'm getting here. So I think just this Joseki I like because it's a territorial sketching move. This is a get thick so I can have sente and not be afraid later. They're very different kind of moves. So I think this one fits best, but all the same, here we are. Boom, 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 boom. If I don't do anything, then later on, I don't like what's happening on the right. On top of that, the only reason not to press here is because later on I might want this move. I'm not going to want that move. So I press here, taking my sente, and then here. This is somewhat in question because black can just, pinch. George is thinking, if I press again, yeah, ignore. It's not, I can hane. Worst case, I hane, you have to fix. And nothing's happened. The right's just incredibly small. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Okay. So I'm not really thrilled with this. I feel like he's had an easy time in the area I'm trying to work in. So I thought about this move. Oh, I like that. Not that he can't come in, but it's no longer an easy group. Well, but what if he takes the outside? I feel like I did. I hate it. Okay. So I thought briefly about this one. Let's do it just super easy here. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. Maybe even one more here. I like what I'm seeing. But what if he takes the outside? I think it's better for black. So I finally settled on just play the move. All sound good, George? Okay. Indeed kicks, and then he pinches. I just intuitively, I think this one's better. First, you're not too close to the wall. You can make a very nice move near my wall, so no problems on the right. Yes, it does allow me to make a move like this, but you only expect to get out anyway. The difference is, if you play this one, I get a bigger territorial move before I defend my group. So I think the other one's better. Does that make sense? Okay. He gets to not. This is the normal pattern, but I've given him more in the center, which hurts my group more. I didn't like that. And this one, oh, I'm delighted to connect up, and he has no base or anything. So I went in that direction. He did the only thing he could. Then here, this seems too weak. I'm prepared on both sides. Well, on the right, clearly, and on the left, I have a good head start. So maybe just here, I have to play this way, and then you can do anything. And it's, I think, a lot better. Sound good, George? He's nodding a lot. Before he and I started today, he was trying to get his mic working. So for 5 minutes, his lips kept moving around. Couldn't hear a word. It was very funny to me. Okay, so yes, I cut. Only choice. This surprised me a little bit. I think it's correct. Makes it very hard to kill these stones. And this has real meaning. So I need to clean that up. And now what do I do? Let's look at the obvious. I come out, he comes out. What do I do? He has a ladder and a net. So if I come out, I'm just dead. Possible. And it is my move. Possible. For some reason, it bothered me. I decided, well, let's do the 3-3 and try to get something a little more territorial and alive. That was yeah, you thought I would cut. Yeah. Okay, so what should he do? Well, let's look at the obvious. Split my groups. Something should die, right? One or the other is going to die. Well, I'm going to do the corner, of course. I'm not alive yet. But actually, maybe this should be here in this case. Maybe he can just kill. But if he fixes, then I live still better for black. So I'm starting to think this is a mistake on my part. But he plays here to set up the net and ladder, allowing me to connect. Holy cow, I got away with murder. So instead of both groups being dead, both of them are alive with points, and he now sees some weakness. I thought H6, I see. Yeah, we have such a habit of taking double sente, and it certainly was on my mind. But I was afraid that I didn't have enough to work with. Yeah, I want this move, but your corner, if you take the whole thing, it's massive. So, but this is wrong, so I should be jumping out. Place here, I get to connect under. He does it. Now I'm ready to play away. But my cuts just bothered me. But well, maybe he can catch half this group. Yeah, but then I'll live on the other half. Well, I still didn't do much, and if half me dies, then he's totally alive. I better read it out. So I finally did some reading. Black, white, black. I save. Boom. I can't taunt. Boom. 4-3. He wins. At least that's, what if I come here? Boom, he has to play here, down, 4-4, and it's my move. So maybe I can pull it off. Maybe. But I didn't see that one. So I played here to connect everything. My first thought was here. And this is nice because now I connect under. The problem is this is an in-game move, a very big in-game move. But my left and right are both alive, so it's only in-game. It's not living. And black can't get an eye here anyway, so it's not attacking. Only in-game. I want his left side group to be in pain. That's why I do it this way, so he doesn't have a chance to get forcing moves there. Okay. He plays here. I think you should immediately defend your group. That's one way that looks reasonable. Another way, you didn't defend your group. You can hear me, George? Okay. So when he doesn't defend, I'm like, really? Isn't F6 neutral? Right. So I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play on the left, making you play F6. Maybe I misunderstand your question, right? So if I live over here and you're forced to connect home, then I lived in Sente in your area. Are we on the same page? Sort of. Okay. Okay, so I'm delighted to see him not defend. So I thought if I come in and things start to get hot, he can live. And I can't quite ignore this. My corner's not alive. So then I'm thinking white, black, white. I got the corner and the attack, and he can't live there anymore with ease. So I decided to play, and I almost didn't, because what if he plays here? That's why I almost didn't play this. Oh, he defended himself, and he's getting a big left side. Well, I got a big upper left corner with an entry into his area. I decided that was bigger. Moving forward, I play here. He dropped down this way. I would have come up because it presents two cuts to white. This presents white doesn't have a corner. I feel better about this as white. If he would come up, I would have been a little more worried. They're both rational moves. So I come in. I thought about this, but I think I might just lose a fight, so I have more room this way. I somehow felt I wouldn't have time for G. Yeah, and you may well not. But here, white has something to worry about. Here, white has less. Yeah, there's obviously pluses and minuses. And I'm not convinced that my side is the correct one. Well, no. You do have two cuts here. Boom, two cuts. So don't think I won't have it. You do have it, assuming you play up, and I ignore. How they get used, end game, middle game, attacking, maybe who knows. So one's weaker, one's stronger. This might be good. Let's look at this for a minute. If I play, he responds, I kick, now he's not going to play this because it's not two cuts. Now he's going to play down because clearly coming under is more valuable than not having any cuts. But so therefore, if black plays here, he should play here first. Now there's two cuts. But then I come back here. That's a pattern. Okay. Black, white. Black. Makes sense. Up. And here, allowing the fight to happen. Yeah, it's tough. Difficult to play here, doesn't quite connect, and I can start doing whatever. Yeah, it's difficult. So I agree with your move. Even though it may cause troubles, it's locally the correct one, I believe. Okay, this is no good. I'm way weaker than black. Here, too easy on black. So this seems to fit the bill. Boom. Boom. I had to read out. There's a lot. I don't read out this much that often. There was a lot to read out. Many parts of the game here. Usually George uses up all his time, and I still have half an hour on the, but in this one, we were just 2 minutes apart. Some reading, and I said, yeah, looks good. Cut. Now I had a major question here. Obviously strong. Or here, which hurts his eye shape and uses up a liberty. Clearly, this has benefit. The problem is it gives him this move. Is that a valuable move for him? I don't see how. So I decided on doing it this way. He did immediately Atari. Here. A lot of reading. Let's look at the big one I read out. White, black, white. Atari, Atari. Capture, Atari, fill, connect. Oh, I wanted this so bad. Atari, Atari. Oh, it was too much to read out, and white is so weak and fragmented, I wasn't willing to put up the risk, so I just played the connected way. Well, maybe Atari's best, I don't know. Actually, I'm cut here, right? No, I'm not cut. Oh, I did play this way, save, and then here, which means I'm not cut. If I come down, I'm cut. So I played this way, very ugly shape, but it makes everything work. Comes up once, this way. He's trying to live. Problem is my corner's just alive. So I get this. Here's something else I had to read out. I want to play this way. Now, this doesn't kill me. He can't kill my stone there. This means that this is very valuable for me. And I'm thinking, if he chooses to live, I don't mind because I've hurt him so bad on this side. I was ready to play this. But then I'm thinking, well, read it out. He's dead. Read it out again. He's dead again. Read it out 2 more times. He's dead. He's dead. Okay. So this kills him. Gote. Oh, I read this one out 5 or 6 times too. I've done more reading in this game than a long time. So I'm alive. He's dead, and I have death in Gote, as George says. I get my, I do the killing. Oh, no, you can live here. So this kills you. This kills you. Now it's death in Gote. I get the cute move in and then start getting out. He tries some attacking. Some of you might not know this. Let's look at the A group. If we're talking about general rules that are helpful to help, deciding moves, well, is my A group weak? That's an important question. Usually, mostly Q players say, I think so, or I don't think so, without any subjective measurement. So what I teach is, if a group has 3 options for health, then it's healthy. The A group can run in direction 1 or in direction 2. That's only 2 options. We need to defend it. That's my take on it. I came up with that over 40 years ago. Okay, so I need to defend the A group. This is what we call a half move help. I want to define that just a little bit. 100% helping that group, right? All my effort has gone into helping the group. This move, that's not all my effort. I'm using, this stone's doing a lot on the left, maybe only half in defense. So half move help or helping from a distance. The idea is my A group now has 3 options for health. Run in direction 1, run in direction 2, and there's 3 types of options. Running, life in 1 move, pretty good option for health. I can live in 1 move. Or 3, he's so weak, he can't attack me. So when I play this, the 3 stone is so weak, he can't do much attacking. So I've created a 3rd option for health as I take profit and attack black. Very powerful move. Okay, he comes down. Time for me to get out. Out I come. I had a lot of questions here what I should do. I was ready to play A, thought about B, C. Finally decided just here. Now I've got some questions. I need to decide what I'm going to do about my group. How do I decide that? I don't see much. I'd like the idea of living in his corner. Let's look at that for a minute. There's the cut here. Okay. If there's no cut there, I can't live in the corner. So let's say I choose running. As he threatens to cut me, the cut's gone. That's now his corner. I don't want to give him that. I looked at a lot of moves, but they were all too soft. So I decided, well, let's just ask him what to do. If he plays this way, then I'll probably lean in this direction, get out this way and leave this for later, this sort of thing. I don't know, because it didn't happen. So, boom, boom. This black move, white can now live in the corner in Gote. Black can kill in gote. So it's double gote, smallest type of points there are. It's generally considered an early in-game move, the corner here. So now I want my white group to get healthy without affecting the corner. I want to make sure I can live there later. So I decide to go this way, get some help there. I want my cut fixed. I thought long and hard. This totally helps my cut. Now I feel freed. I can get out. And now I felt quite kind of lost. Thought about it, go, wait a minute. Is my group healthy or not? I don't know. Let's count the option for health. I don't use that unless I get confused. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. So once I felt that I knew how to play, I don't use the formal list unless I'm confused. Then I write to the list, clear everything up. So here I am. Am I strong or not? So we count the options for health. I can run in direction 1. I can run straight as a line, in a straight line to the right. And I have a 2-stone wall allowing me to jump diagonally. So I do have 3 options. Well, I felt like I might be fooling myself. So I thought, well, what happens? Let's just test it out. Black says, no, you can't run that way. Then I'll run this way. It worked. So I did it the other way. What if he says no that way? Well, I'll run that way. So I felt I had 3 options. So here, because the upper left is the only way Black could have a chance of winning, is if he attacks and kills stuff up there. Okay, now he asked about this move. Oh, George, are you asking about the A stick or the B move as far as being inefficient? A. I don't think so. Super thick, attacking me harshly on one side and attacking my other side rather harshly. So what if you don't play this? You're not weak. Let it go. Ooh, little bit scary. My plan was here. Once more, take the corner and hope for the best. I think I'll be okay because you're pretty weak too. So I think you can't win, but if there's a losing move, I think it's this one. Just unnecessary. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I play here and have a sigh of relief. He tries this and he tries this and he tries this. Out. Okay, time to be worried. He has a number of liberties. I think I have more, but all the same, I'm going to try to get out. So Atari, start to get out. Out. Here. Crane's nest that he can't get out of. If we try this one, Atari. So he just can't get out. My alarm just went off. Let me turn it off. Okay, so Crane's nest, he can't get out. I assumed he was going to play here, and I read out that this was my Sente, which it is. Then he fixes. Now I'm starting to feel some trouble. I don't want to play here because this is Sente for him to live. I have to kill right now. This is Sente to take my eye away. I have to play here. Sente, I have. Oops, I've run out of liberties, so I do not want to make that exchange. So I thought I have to go this way. Then this way, if he defends, he dies. Well, what if he hanes? Tari, Tari, Tari. Now, right in here, I can't read this with clarity. So I thought, clearly I'm running him into a strong white position. It has to be okay. That was my kind of assumption. And indeed, it works in numerous ways. So that's what I'm thinking here. He plays this, and I just kill it with Crane's Nest, and he resigns. So interesting game. Lots of readout on both our parts. And I took you to 3 stones, sucker. Okay. It's funny. Go's such a mental game, like golf. And it's, you're so often right there with me, even up. Just I'm winning by a few points, or even you pulled off wins, even up. But as soon as it's 2 stones, things start happening in your head. And in 3 stones, you start losing it. And that's when it's like, okay, let's get back to even. Yeah. Thanks, George. Thanks, listeners. Catch you all later. Bye.